listening to KPG 66.5 Dinosaur Talk Radio, your favorite prehistoric podcast for research, entertainment, and all things dinosaurs.
Hello, all my dinosaur fans, my prehistoric enthusiasts, anybody that loves anything about dinosaurs. I'm your host, Dinosaur Ranger Anthony, and welcome in to KPG 66.5 Dinosaur Talk Radio. You guys, today is Friday, specifically Black Friday, and if you look there behind me, if you're watching on YouTube this morning, I don't got a stack of pizza boxes. Who's that? What's your name? Reagan, Junior Ranger. Reagan is with me today, you guys. We're going to have a jam-packed show talking about Black Friday, talking about dinosaurs, doing Steggy's Pizza. We'll do our prehistoric cage match, which, remember last week, our Triceratops won the prehistoric cage match. Is that your favorite dinosaur back there? That is definitely her favorite dinosaur. But welcome in again, you guys. My name is Dinosaur Ranger Anthony with the Stomp Chomp Roar Company out of Omaha, Nebraska. Excited to bring you episode number 4 of the KPG 66.5 Dinosaur Talk Radio. I almost said the Dinosaur Review for Kids, which if you remember from my pilot episode, that is my OG, my original podcast, where you can listen to all kinds of dinosaur reviews. So be sure to check that one out too, if you're a little want to learn more about dinosaurs this holiday weekend. But today, you guys, is Friday, November 28th, and it is Black Friday. And hey, did you go Black Friday shopping this morning? No, you didn't go, but did I go? That's right, I did, and I've got something to show you guys. So this morning, I woke up, my alarm went off, 4:50 in the morning, 4:50 a.m. I got up, and I was out the door by 5:15. I went to my local Walmart, and let me grab what I got for you guys to see. I went and I grabbed, here, let me grab it real quick, right here in front of me, the super colossal Spinosaurus. Look how big it is. It covers up Junior Ranger Reagan back there. Look, you disappeared. There you are. But this one, you guys, this one is a super colossal Spinosaurus. This one, let's see how big it is on the box. It does not. Where's its awesome dimensions? It's a Spinosaurus pack. It comes with all kinds. Looks like 2 little creatures, a velociraptor and a little triceratops right there that this one can eat. It's 36 inches long. But you guys, I got up super early, went to Black Friday shopping. So I've been Black Friday shopping before, but never have I got up at 5 a.m., to get there for the doorbusters, those extra savings right when you walk in the door. So I got this friend, and he's pretty cool, because if you guys remember, my favorite dinosaur is the Spinosaurus, the spiny lizard. But here, let's go ahead and let me grab our episode format for today, you guys. So yesterday was a Thanksgiving holiday. Hey, Reagan, you want to stand up here real quick? So tell me, what was your favorite holiday, your favorite Thanksgiving meal? You want to say it into the microphone? What was your favorite? Did you like the turkey? Yeah? What was your favorite part about Thanksgiving? Can you tell our listeners what you were thankful for? Sister. You were thankful for your sister? What else were you thankful for? You can say it into the microphone. Are you afraid of the microphone?
No.
Perfect. That was great. What else are you thankful for? What are you thankful about the Triceratops? What is your best? Why are you thankful for the Triceratops? What do you think? Dun 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 dun. Are you thankful for his 3 horns to fight the Tyrannosaurus Rex?
I don't know.
You don't know? A little bit of stage fright, I see. You can have a seat back down, okay? With little Uni. All right, I'm thankful for all the dinosaurs and all of you guys as well. Let's go ahead and kick off our show. Move into segment number 1, okay? And that is Steggy's Pizza. So if you remember, each week we go ahead, you guys, we pick a slice out of our pizza box, you guys. Here, and let me go ahead and do one little quick thing on my laptop right here. And I also forgot to mention, you guys, we are having... we got an awesome Christmas lights display. Here, let me let my laptop refresh here really quickly. So right out those windows back there, you guys, I've got a dynamite Christmas lights display. So I've got 19 inflatable dinosaurs, Christmas lights all over the place, and it just looks terrific. And tonight we're lighting it for the very first time this holiday season. Now, if you want to see my Christmas lights display, check out my Facebook, Stomp Chomp Roar, and you'll be able to check out that one. But you guys, you think it's time for us to jump into Steggy's Pizza, Reagan? Yeah. All right, go ahead and grab us that pizza box down there on the floor. That one, we'll bring it in for our Steggy's Pizza segment. We'll bring up our little layover right there. Look, you see Stegosaurus up there? It's Steggy's Pizza. We're in the Dino Bus making another pizza delivery brought to you by Godfather's Pizza. Look, you look like the Godfather for a second. Look, it's the Godfather next to me. Oh, no, it's Reagan. All right, we're going to go ahead and grab a slice out of our box, and we'll see what kind of fun fact we get. One fact, everybody knows the rules. Reagan, will you have the honors? Grab us a pizza slice. Perfect. All right, let's grab this one. Our fun fact of the day. Duck-billed dinosaurs like the Parasaurolophus has around 2,000 teeth. That's right, 2,000 teeth for our duck-billed dinosaur, the Parasaurolophus, who would probably make it on my Mount Rushmore of dinosaurs if I had to just pick 4. I love the Parasaurolophus. I love the duck-bills. They had dental batteries, it was called. So picture a bunch of like little razors that go vertically up and down, and they're in big groups. So it's called a dental battery. So all those teeth are in these little groups, and then those teeth go in the mouth. They're slowly, we believe, coming towards the front. So the sharpest ones, the newer ones, are in the back. The older ones are up towards the front. They're self-sharpening as they're eating all kinds of vegetation back during their environment back in the Cretaceous period. But that one is our fun fact of the day. One fact, everybody knows the rules, and that one goes to our Parasaurolophus, our hadrosaur duck-billed dinosaur. But you guys, let's go ahead and move into our episode lesson for today. Today we're talking about the P-T Extinction. Dun dun dun. Reagan, have you heard of the P-T Extinction? Yeah, you've heard of the P-T Extinction? So you guys, there's actually been 5 mass extinctions in our planet's history. Now, everybody always knows the one that killed off the dinosaurs, and what is kind of what the show is named after, the KPG extinction. But today we're talking about the P-T Extinction. Oh, Reagan, here, let me scroll up here real quick. Dum-ba-ba-dum. We got a message from David. David said, "Happy after Thanksgiving Day. Did you put your new dinosaur inflatables?" We do have all the inflatables up, but one, David. So I bought a new one a couple nights ago when we were at Walmart. I told myself I wasn't going to buy any more. I bought another inflatable, so I just have one more to get up there in the yard. But back to the P-T extinction. So there's actually been 5 mass extinctions in our planet's lifetime. And we always talk about the one that killed the dinosaurs. We believe 66 to 65 million years ago. But there was actually one that took us into the Mesozoic era. It took us into the Triassic period and left the Permian period. That's where we get P-T extinction. Permian starts with a P, Triassic starts with a T, and we get the P-T extinction. Makes a lot of sense, right? It gets a little bit more confusing when we talk about the KPG extinction, and we'll get to that a little bit in a future episode. But there's been 5 mass extinctions, 4 of them before the dinosaurs, 1 of them after the dinosaurs, and the worst one was the one right before the dinosaurs, right before the Triassic period, and it's called the Great Dying. So I thought it was perfect that on Black Friday, we talk about the Great Dying or the P-T extinction. Now, another misconception. So, two misconceptions. The first one is a lot of people just believe the Earth has gone through one mass extinction. But the second thing is the asteroid hit the planet and all the creatures died in one horrible day, one nightmare of a day for the dinosaurs. But in reality, it could take hundreds of thousands of years, where we'll talk about the P-T extinction today, could take 100,000 years for all those animals to go extinct long ago. Wasn't that sad, Reagan? All the animals went extinct, and I've seen somewhere, you guys, 99.9, it's 99 point something. I think it's 99.9 or maybe 8 or 7. We'll just say 99.9% of the creatures that have lived on our planet have gone extinct. Isn't that very sad? So many of the creatures of our planet have gone extinct, but we're here now, and we're ready to rock and roll, right? Perfect. All right, so the Great Dying lasted 100,000 years. Is that a very long time, Reagan? That's many, many years. If I was that old, I would be a vampire left over from Halloween. But scientists, we believe what happened was volcanic activities led to high levels of carbon dioxide. That's a gas in our planet, and it led to the global rise in temperature. So the food chain completely collapsed. Now, a lot of times I hear questions about, like in our KPG extinction, when we talk about the dinosaurs dying by the asteroid, well, then what happened to the creatures in the water? Why aren't they safe from things that are happening on land? Now, with the temperature changing on land where we're living, it's also changing the temperature on the surface of the water. And it's going to start choking out all those creatures that live towards the surface, because the majority of animals that live in the water live towards the surface. So like big animals like Mosasaurus, that one breathes air like a whale or a dolphin, so it needs air, and it's also eating lots of food. So as that one is running out of food because all those smaller fish are going extinct or dying because of the temperature changes. The temperature is changing at the surface of the water, making it very, very hard for our fish and our other sea life to breathe. So it's just a total collapse in the food chain. So it's the same thing with our P-T extinction. We believe the volcanoes are all going off, all kinds of big eruptions, which is going over many, many thousands, up to possibly 100,000 years, leading to those high levels of carbon dioxide, and it's bringing the global temperature up. It's choking out all the animals in the water, and it's starting to eliminate animals on land as well. So a total food chain collapse. Think of a dominoes. Reagan, do you like dominoes? Yeah, so if you knocked over a domino, just one, and it was in a line, would it knock down all the dominoes? Yeah, so it's the same thing with our extinction right here. We knocked over one little fish that died in the water or on land, and the whole dominoes fell, because now the bigger fish that ate that fish has nothing to eat. That one dies. The next fish up doesn't have any food. Then the shark doesn't have any kind of food. And then maybe a big Mosasaurus doesn't have any kind of food. And we just have a total collapse of the food chain. So we believe 95% of marine life and 70% of land animals went extinct during the P-T extinction or the Great Dying. So the worst of any mass extinction. Again, 95% out of 100 and 70% out of 100 for those land animals. 95% for sea life, 70% for land animals went extinct. And it was very, very sad. Hey, Reagan, do you want to grab those little friends right there? Let's talk about those guys. Here, let me go ahead and check our feed here real quick, too. We got another message from David. How many species survived the P-T extinction, and what percentage of them actually went extinct? So I just answered our percentage question on how many went extinct. Some 95% of sea life, and we've got 70% of land creatures. Now, we'll never know exactly how many species made it into the Triassic period, because there's some creatures we probably don't even find. Here, let me fix my microphone. So some creatures we probably have not. Imagine how many animals are out there that we probably never know about. Reagan, look, it's snowing outside. So you guys, we're having a snowstorm coming this weekend, and looks like we're starting to get some of our first flurries of the morning. It's super cold, but don't worry, we are nice and toasty here inside the dinosaur bus, as long as our pizza boxes don't catch fire. We'll throw that one up there. But back to our P-T Extinction, I grabbed these little guys. Give me the little purplish one. Yep, that guy little right there. So I grabbed two creatures, you guys, from down in my studio in the house, of two creatures that are from our Permian period. Now, this one I really like. So I'm holding right here, you guys, our Scutosaurus. So our Scutosaurus is the shield lizard. It had 4 upright legs. So it's a reptilian-like creature, but it has an upright stance, so kind of like we see with the dinosaurs. Somewhat of a barreled body. It's a herbivore, a plant eater, even though it kind of maybe at first thought, Reagan, what do you think, this one eats plants or meat? A little bit of both, maybe an omnivore. So this one, our Scutosaurus, is a plant-eating herbivore up to 11 feet long. It is a reptilian-like creature, like I mentioned, and this one could weigh up to 2,500 pounds. So it was eating a lot of turkey if it ate turkey. So it's eating plants. So we'll say it's eating stuffing on Thanksgiving Day. So 2,500 pounds, very thick body, osteoderms for all kinds of armor on its back, a thick skull with horns, you guys. Just a very super cool creature. Probably my favorite plant eater of the Permian period. So this one, you guys, are Scutosaurus. Let me scoot him up here on the screen for my video. You guys can see him a little bit closer. So my Scutosaurus right there. Look at all those cool bony horns on his head, giving it a little bit of protection. Maybe it could do some interspecies budding between its friends and family. Maybe it's controlling some territory, whatnot, or maybe even looking for a mate or something. But that one is our Scutosaurus. Now let's talk about its predator. And no, it's not Dimetrodon. So Dimetrodon actually went extinct, thankfully for it. It went extinct before the Permian Triassic extinction. So our Dimetrodon had already been extinct at that time. But if you grab me that other one in the box, Reagan, do you want to hold the Scutosaurus? All right, you hold that very nice plant eater. Right here, I've got another one, you guys. Our Inostransevia. Inostransevia. Doesn't that sound like a lovely name? But then look at it. This saber-toothed reptilian creature. Gross! Is the top predator trying to get our Scutosaurus. Now, you know I'm Team Plant Eater. I'm going for our Scutosaurus, but this one would have been a very good predator looking for all kinds of Scutosaurus to eat. Those poor things. This one, I even still got him inside of his Jurassic World box. It's our Inostransevia. What does that sound like, Reagan? Inostransevia. What do you think? A Spanish word? Inostransevia. It does end in a vowel. That's pretty good. But that one, you guys, very scary saber-tooth-like reptilian creature hunting our Scutosaurus back during the Permian period, before they all went extinct some, I believe, 250 million years ago. But okay, that's enough about our P-T Extinction, the Great Dying. Long story short, what I want you guys to remember is there's been 5 mass extinctions. The worst one is our P-T Extinction that we're talking about today, the Great Dying. And always remember that even though there's an extinction, it doesn't mean that all the creatures died in one day. Even the asteroid that got the dinosaurs, it would have taken many, many years to actually get all the dinosaurs eliminated from our planet. So it takes more than just an hour a day. It can take up to years, and there's been 5 mass extinctions, the worst being our P-T extinction. But let's go ahead and move forward to segment number 3. So our third segment, one of my favorites, is our prehistoric cage match. Ranger Reagan, do you like dinosaur battles? Yeah. Here, step up here real quick. Come on up to the microphone. Do you want to get into an epic dinosaur battle? 1-on-1. Me versus you. We can have a dinosaur showdown. How's that sound?
Already win.
You're gonna already win? Oh, why don't you show the camera? You guys, give a smile to the camera. You guys, Reagan, she lost her first tooth last week. Look, a missing tooth out of there. But you'll grow one more back, an adult tooth, huh? And if you were a T-Rex, you could grow as many teeth as you wanted. Wouldn't that be cool? All right, but let's go ahead and we're going to pick our dinosaurs, okay? So our prehistoric cage match, our who would win battle, we're going to pull open our random genus generator. Reagan, look at this spinning wheel right here. Are you ready to spin the wheel? Do you want to have the first pick or the second pick? Or no, we'll do Price is Right rules. You'll have the first pick, but you have the chance in the showcase showdown, you'll have the chance to either pass or keep the dinosaur. How does that sound? Good? Perfect. All right, we're going to go ahead. Let's go and grab our prehistoric cage match. Oh, we got to go to our wheel first. All right, here. Let's grab our wheel before we ring the bell. Reagan, are you ready? Do you want to click the mouse and spin the wheel? Yeah. All right, click the mouse right there. Up, you got to go on the little white thing. There you go. Click it. Let go of the click. All right, here you go. You are spinning. What kind of prehistoric creature will Reagan get or possibly pass to Daddy Ranger Anthony? Oh, it's me, Ranger Anthony! Do you want to play as me, or are you going to pass Ranger Anthony off to Ranger Anthony? Do you want to be me, or do you want to have a second spin and try and get a dinosaur or some other creature?
Second.
You want a second spin? You don't want to be Dad? Yesterday you just told me I was the best dad in the whole world. You're going to have another spin? All right, we'll have another spin. We'll remove Ranger Anthony from the list. Possibly. All right. Go ahead and click it again right there. Just, whoops. Here, let me get it where it needs to go. All right, click. Let go. There it goes. We are spinning our wheel. Dun, 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 dun. Who will Ranger Reagan get? A meat-eating dinosaur. The Bahadasaurus. You're going to be a meat-eating dinosaur.
I don't want to.
It's kind of like Baja Blastosaurus. I like that better. Did you ever try that Baja Blast pie we had? You did have some? What did you think? Was it good? All right, let's go ahead and we'll go back to our camera-only view. We'll scroll out of this guy. Perfect. So we've got a showdown, our showcase showdown on the P-T Extinction episode. We're doing Meat Eater versus Dinosaur Ranger Anthony. So we'll bring up our prehistoric cage match. We'll ring the bell, ref. Let me grab our cheat sheet, our dinosaur Bible. We'll get our exact measurements for our Bahadasaurus. This one, you guys, up to 40 feet long, 10 feet high, could weigh up to 5 tons. They had 2 rows of forward curving spines. Oh, this isn't the meat eater. Very apologies. This is a plant eater. It's a sauropod.
Yay.
Yeah, a sauropod. This sauropod, you guys, our Bahadasaurus, is up to 40 feet long, 10 feet high, and can weigh up to 5 tons. It has those 2 rows of forward-facing, curvy-like spikes. So think of a long-necked dinosaur, and then on its neck, it has these spines, 2 rows of them, that go up, and then they point towards its head. So they curve like a C towards the dinosaur's head. And that's our Bahadasaurus. Versus Ranger Anthony, weighing in at some 172 pounds, at heights of 5 foot 10 inches. The strongest man to ever walk on our planet comes marching into the cage match. Stand up as our Bahadasaurus. The Bahadasaurus, 40 feet long. Do you think?
Not 40 feet
No,
long.
the long neck is. Do you think the Bahadasaurus would come crush Ranger Anthony? At least he wouldn't eat me. What do you think would happen?
I don't know.
Who would win this cage match? Do you think Bahadasaurus would come up and crush me with its big feet?
I don't know.
You don't know? And then what happens, you guys? So the Bahadasaurus comes up and it looks at Ranger Anthony as it's about to just do a stampede and crush me into a pancake to serve at the pancake house. But then thankfully, Ranger Anthony, who did learn how to rope and ride. Toby Keith should have been cowboy. Ranger Anthony learned to rope and ride. He throws the lasso up on the Brontosaurus as he climbs up and mounts onto the animal and is able to ride it off into the sunset. So no true winners here. No of the creatures died, but the Brontosaurus is now my riding animal, and it is riding into the sunset as we go into the end of the Mesozoic era. Does that sound good? No creature dies, but technically I win because I got onto the animal and took control of the animal, control of the dinosaur. So you guys, I think it's safe to say for episode number 4 of KPG 66.5 Dinosaur Talk Radio, your winner, watch this, Reagan, watch this, your winner, Dinosaur Ranger Anthony! Did you want me to win? Wasn't that perfect? The Brontosaurus, that is my dinosaur of choosing. It has been chosen. I do like long necks, so I would definitely have another long neck or a long neck on my Mount Rushmore of dinosaurs. So Spinosaurus, Parasaurolophus, some kind of long neck. Today we'll do our Brontosaurus. Who would be my last one on our Mount Rushmore of dinosaurs? Triceratops, that one's a good one. I love the Stegosaurus. I kind of feel bad the T-Rex wouldn't be included, so maybe it should be included with the Spinosaurus. That is a very, very hard question. Look, there's my other Scutosaurus. So you guys, before our lesson or before our podcast today, give me that Scutosaurus again, Ray. So I've got this little friend right here, our Scutosaurus we talked about during our episode topic for today, P-T Extinction. I knew I had an orange one somewhere, you guys, and I just found him down there in my dinosaur diorama that I showed you guys last week during that episode. It's down there. See him? He's on the cliff. I've got an orange one, so this one is like a purplish raisin kind of color, kind of like those raisin toys I remember when I was a kid in the 90s, but I've got a orange one in there right there. Perfect. Well, that was our cage match, our prehistoric cage match. Dinosaur Ranger Anthony takes that Brontosaurus into the sunset, and we both live another day. But in the record books, we will put that Dinosaur Ranger Anthony truly won that battle. Does that sound good? Does that sound good, Reagan?
I would say it's a tie.
She says it's a tie, but you guys, here, let me scroll this down here really quick. We know that Ranger Anthony won. Look, let's look at some of David's comments right here. Dun, da, da, da. Let's see, let me scroll back up here real quick. Dun, dun, dun. David loves it. Look at those laughing faces. Perfect. He said, let's go, Mr. Anthony. That is right, Reagan. I'm the champion. Le champion. All right, let's go in. Nope, I was not. But let's go ahead and we'll move into our closing, our final thoughts for episode number 4 of the KPG Dinosaur Talk Radio podcast. So you guys, thank you all so much, all my dinosaur fans, dinosaur listeners. Today was episode number 4 of going through this new podcast journey, being a little bit more off the claw or off the cuff. So everything unscripted, just having a little bit of dinosaur fun here in the Dino Bus. And I thought, Reagan, do you want to do a quick interview real quick? Can I ask you a couple questions?
Yeah.
All right, step up to the microphone. Let me fix our microphone. I'll raise it for you. We'll raise it up like this, like so. All right. Reagan, whoops. Let me move this friend. Perfect. All right, Reagan, tell us your favorite dinosaur.
Triceratops.
Now, why do you love the Triceratops? Why do you like Triceratops? Give us the number one reason why you like that one the best.
I don't know.
You don't know? Tell us what you think is so cool about him. What do you think? What do you think? Just act like you're talking to me. See? The camera's not even there. The microphone's not there. You're talking to Dada Dinosaur, Le Champion of the prehistoric cage match number 4. Why do you like Triceratops the best? Is it because he eats plants? Is it because he has horns? Is it because he fights T-Rex? Is it because he has 3 horns? What do you think? Tell our listeners.
Just because he still lives.
He still lives? He went extinct.
Like he did.
Oh, he did live, huh? Yeah. What else? What color do you think Triceratops was? Come say it in the microphone right here.
A grayish orange.
A grayish orangish? That would be kind of cool. Especially like a grayish earth tone like color with maybe a cool orange streak going down its back. Wouldn't that be cool? That would be tons of fun. What do you want for Christmas this year? Dinosaur toys?
Well, something
Right here.
is on my list that is dinosaurs.
What's that? What's on your list about dinosaurs? Say it into the microphone.
A dino squishy light.
A dino squishy light? That will be tons of fun. Maybe I'll have to get you that as long as you say I'm the champion. All right. Have a seat. You can stand right there. We're about to do our closing, okay? But here, let me grab this friend here really quickly again. Let me make sure there's nothing new on here. Perfect. We'll grab this guy. What are we at? We're at 30 minutes. Perfect. My last 2 episodes have kind of gone a little bit on, and I rambled on a little bit too much. But you guys, thank you again all so much, all my dinosaur fans, prehistoric listeners, T-Rex enthusiasts, Triceratops fans. What are some other adjectives I could say? I could just go on and on and on, just not to end the podcast. But remember, we've got a very cool Christmas lights display coming to you guys. So I'm probably going to post it on Sunday. So here in 2 days, probably about around 7 p.m. at night is when I like to do my Facebook post. So you can look for my awesome Christmas lights display that you'll be able to see outside. And if you look out the window here on the bus, you can even see I put some Christmas lights here on the Dino bus. So that is even decorated for the holiday season. So it's going to be super epic, and I can't wait to get that posted. Today's Facebook post, I should have read that. I wanted to do it at the beginning when we were talking about Black Friday. But here, I'm going to post it right now. So here, boom. This morning, you guys, I was telling you I had that Spinosaurus toy that I found. So I wrote this awesome Facebook post about finding that Spinosaurus over at Walmart this morning at 6 a.m. And it even includes a 20% off coupon that I'll put on my website as well. So if you want to go to my website, stompchomproar.com, here, let's just post this now. Next post. All right, we're posted on Facebook. So I threw on our Black Friday savings for the Stomp Chomp Roar Company, 20% off our store on any single item through Tuesday, December 2nd. But go ahead, stompchomproar.com, like my Facebook, Stomp Chomp Roar, go to my YouTube, you're here right now, hit the subscribe button, become a follower of KPG 66.5 Dinosaur Talk Radio. Reagan, did you have fun or were you bored today? You don't know? Step up here again real quick. You don't know if you had fun? You were so excited. What are we going to do after this? Are we going to go decorate Christmas? We did a little bit, but today we're going to get back into the holiday spirit. Thanksgiving is over, the turkey inflatable is gone, and we're going to get all of our Christmas stuff up and decorated today before we're going to the Durham Museum tonight for their tree lighting ceremony. Will that be fun? Awesome. Well, here, we'll go ahead and do our closing little thoughts here real quick, okay? You ready to say goodbye? Can you wave bye to everybody? Oh, no, we don't want to say goodbye. All right, here we go. Now, always remember, thanks to all the dinosaurs for giving us this passion, right? We love dinosaurs. We love the Spinosaurus and the Triceratops. But this is our world now. Get out there and do something good and never be afraid to show your claws. Ranger Anthony, signing out. We'll see you later. Show your claws. Rah!